Hello and welcome to the Carb Watch. I'm your friend Andy, and I am your friend because I'm watching your carbs for you when I know you are not. Welcome to another edition, and an edition I'm very excited about because it deals with coffee. I know you love coffee. I love coffee. I may have another cup right now. I don't know. But I'm constantly drinking it, and I'm always looking at stuff about what's going to be good to add to coffee, not good to add to coffee. I'm usually no additives. I just like black coffee, especially from Starbucks, a really rich kind of espresso blend. But some say that's bad for your teeth. You should add something that's not as harsh on the color or enamel. But anyways, people kind of get iffy about their coffee. I did work at Starbucks in LA for a very not even hot minute, a hot second. And people like to have their coffee a certain way, especially at 4:45 in the morning. That is neither here nor there. We are going to talk about coffee creamers. I know you're adding it to your coffees. I know you're adding it probably right now as you're listening to this, pouring your little cup of joe, putting a little coffee sweetener in there. And I call it coffee sweetener, not coffee creamer, because a lot of these coffee creamers have sugar in them. So we're going to look at 3 different examples, and what I suggest is probably one of the better options. Most people add it because of taste. They think it tastes good, adds a little milk, adds some cream, adds some a different thickness to the coffee and makes it more enjoyable while still getting the caffeine out of the coffee. But there are other things in the creamer. So right here we have a normal French vanilla coffee make creamer that's going to be 1 tablespoon serving of additive to your coffee. But what are you really adding? Carb count says 5 grams per serving of carbohydrates. Doesn't seem like a lot, does it? 5 grams. Are you really adding a tablespoon? Are you measuring? Maybe next time you do measure and see if that's adding to your carb count. But 5 grams to me is kind of a lot for something that's just adding in. Most people just put that little tablespoon in. And you're adding 5 grams already off the bat. But what else are you adding? It's water, it's sugar, it's vegetable oil with soybean and canola, and then also has some other additives in there too to help out with actually the stickiness of the creamer. But just know that you're adding more stuff in here, and what you're adding is you're adding sugar and you're adding milk. What are some other options? The sugar-free option of this, does that change the carb count? Drumroll says, yes, it does. 2 grams. So we've gone from 5 grams to 2 grams per serving of a sugar-free version of French vanilla. But what are you sacrificing for it? Survey says you are putting in coconut oil. Not that bad. Asterisk, 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 sugar. So you actually are getting sugar. And at the bottom of the ingredient list, it says it adds a trivial amount of sugar. So is it totally sugar-free? Is that a misnomer? Probably, because it literally says sugar in the ingredient list. Go further down, you'll notice too that it says sucralose, which is Splenda, and acyl sulfame potassium, which is a non-nutritive sweetener, which is under the trade name. I looked this up. Sweet One or Sunett, Sunett. So really in the sugar-free versions, you're having 3 forms of sugar, some that aren't going to spike your sugar and some that are going to spike your sugar. Even though we've come down on carb count, we're still having a lot in the ingredients list. What is my preference? My preference is actually heavy whipping cream. You can get it from Horizon, you can get it from Fresh Market, but organic lets us know that the way that it is made is going to be from a viable source. And I'm going to read the ingredient list to you. There are 2 of them: organic grade A cream and Gellan gum, which is xanthan gum. Gellan gum, those help out with the stickiness of the additives. So there's 2 ingredients in heavy whipping cream, which is amazing because less ingredients to me is better. It's simpler. It's easier on your body, easier for digestion. Now we're going to go down to the carb count. It says this is negligible. It's less than 1 gram. I've seen some where it says 0 grams. I've seen some where it says 0.5 grams per serving. Same serving size, 1 tablespoon. So we're going from 5 to 2 to basically 0 with a lot of ingredients with real and fake sugars, and just 2 ingredients. So adding heavy whipping cream, it's going to make your coffee very thick, but to me, it's actually really great tasting additive to coffee without sacrificing a spike in your blood glucose. It's great for keto because you're not adding keto. When you think of things that you can cut, think of the things that are going to be in your drinks. So enjoy that coffee, hopefully while you're drinking it and listening to me and thinking about the creamer that you're adding to it, and continue to watch your carbs as we will be on the Carb Watch. This has been your friend Andy. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been brought to you by Heavy Whipping Cream.